Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to Andrea's Closet. Today I'll be doing a reading for you for the rest of February. I'll be channeling your energy. It's a message of what you need to hear, what you need to be aware of, the things that you may need to work on or may need to change, okay? So if this doesn't resonate, I hope the next video does, and so on and so forth. Oh my gosh. So without further ado, let's get started. Please give me an important message for the sign of Taurus who's watching. Please give me a message, an important message for Taurus for the rest of February. Please give me an important message for the sign. So we got the Chariot. Okay. The Three of Cups. Chariot, Three of Cups. So things are starting to move. There's a celebration taking place. Happiness. Union. Whatever it is that you were stagnant about or unclear about is starting to take movement. And it's starting to, help you to build those relationships that you need. Then the Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Well, the Ace of Cups came out in reverse, but it's like it's weird because it's supposed to be in reverse, but it needs to be in upright. I'm gonna leave it in reverse. I'm gonna leave it upright. So there's a closing of something and an opening of something all at the same time. That's why it's kind of weird the way I got that. And then you have the Seven of Wands. So there's some conflict that you're trying to fight off. And it could be the closing of whatever it is that the Ace of Cups closed out for you. Because the Ace of Cups closed something and it immediately opened something. I mean, I wasn't intending for this to be a love reading, but I'm getting for those who probably were in a situation or relationship that you closed off, you ended something, and something immediately opened up. And because of the hastiness, is causing conflict that you have to fight off, that you have to deal with now. Then we have the Magician and the Queen of Swords. So the Magician is in reverse. You're not being very magical, I should say. The Magician's in reverse, and then the Three of Swords popped out. So yeah, there is definitely something that you were trying to manifest, or something that someone else was trying to manifest, and it closed out, and it kind of like backfired in a way. And with the Queen of Swords, she's very responsible, very cutthroat, very outspoken and structured. Like I said with the Three of Swords, can we clarify the Three of Swords, please? Why is the Three of Swords in reverse here for Taurus? Why is the Three of Swords in reverse here for Taurus? Yep, Two of Swords. Because it's like with the Two of Swords, it's like you putting yourself in a situation because you're capable of just putting the knives, that the swords down, and taking off the thing off your eyes, but you choosing not to because you want to stay stuck in this negative space. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that you want to stay stuck, but you're stuck. Why is the Magician here in reverse? Okay. There's a lot of cards popping up. Spirit, why is the Magician here in reverse? God, angel, guys. Angel, ancestors. Why is the Magician here in reverse? Okay. So, you have the Empress in reverse, the Death card, and the Four of Wands. So, like I said about this union, this was definitely something that closed out. Something new definitely opened up. And it could be good. It has the potential to be good, but you have to be cautious. You can't just rush into things or expect so much from something either. You allow whatever situation you're walking away from to close off. Allow that energy to be removed from you, and then you can start something. But you're just going to bring in negativity, and you're in conflict with yourself because of this. Like, you know what to do, you know what's wrong, you know what's right, and you choosing not to. Like this, the Death card is transformation. You're in the midst of transformation right now. You're transforming. You're closing out, the same thing I said. You're closing something out. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It can be a situation where it has to be finance-wise, or you have to start a new business endeavor, or it could be meaning a friendship, like having a friendship come in, Yeah, that, and the Empress is in reverse because the Empress and the Magician is in reverse because you have too much control. You're trying to control something that doesn't need you to control it that much. Just allow things to play its course. You're in the midst of transformation. And if you just allow things to play its course, just allow God Divine to just take his time to put everything in the right path, in the right way, maneuver things the way that they're supposed to, you can have this. You can have a celebration. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Okay. Why is the Seven of Wands in reverse? God, ancestors, divine. Why is the Seven of Wands in reverse? The Star card is also in. Okay, all right. The Star card is also in reverse. Cards just like popping out. I kind of prefer the cards to pop out. I don't like to pick them. I think that it's more of a message from, Spirit, Divine. If I allow the cards to just pop out, sometimes they can just throw too much messages all at once. I was doing a reading for Cancer, I think. No, it was for Scorpio, and it was just so much different energies that I couldn't even function. I couldn't even do any more readings afterwards. I just had to just close it out and just be done. It was just so many different energies, and it was just so hard to figure it out because it was just so strong and intense. Just look at something really quick. And the crazy thing is, even when the star card is in reverse, it's not a negative reading. Like, it's the star card just can't be negative. So it's the star card brings a positive message, positive information. Instead of all this conflict that you're having, instead of fighting against yourself, like I said, just let universe play its course. Let the time take place and when it's supposed to happen. Whatever it is that's supposed to happen. Release your need for control. Spirit, can I have one more card for Taurus, please? What is another important message for Taurus the rest of February? What is an important message for Taurus the rest of February? Okay. The Four of Pentacles. So, you're going to have to be in a place where you have to be not stingy with your finances, but be more responsible. Make better decisions when it comes to finances. Let's get a message from the Power deck. God, ancestors, divine. Holy Spirit, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this message, for this power. Please give me an important message for Taurus the rest of February. What is an important message for Taurus the rest of February? Thank you. What is an important message for Taurus the rest of February? Taurus, we have two cards. Essence and impeccability. Impeccability and essence. Move into that place of perfection within you, that place of truth, responsibility, and competence and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha meditating in a garden of the snow. Impeccability is an area of strength that continues to flame within maintaining your power and intent. This flame burns in your center, always indicating the level of your capabilities and your effectiveness in bringing events into being. Impeccability is tended by the attentions of your sacred witness, that person within you who constantly observes the target. Gather your power with impeccability, with the intensity of a rubber band pulled and held at its breaking point, and focus your intent for the job about to be done. So, like I said, move into that place of perfection within you. Like the card said, I should say. That place of truth, responsibility, competence, and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha meditating in a garden of... Be still. Release your need for control and be still. Things are changing. The sun is coming out, whether you like it or not. Essence. Life is a school that we move and graduate through, learning many things as we cloak ourselves in environmental knowledge. You are on the warrior's path towards enlightenment, and one day you will peel away this accumulated knowledge like layers of an onion. Excuse me. Moving back into the source of your power. When contemplating a Zen garden, you find that the source of your power is the essence of the Great Spirit. We come into this earth, walk as a piece of smashed mirror, every one of us reflecting the light of our God. The experience of life is a process of piercing together these scrambled fragments into one great mandala that reflects back the one source of all beings. At the center of a cyclone, we sit at the one point of stillness, the pandemonium of life circulating madly around us. Choose equilibrium, not frenzy. Live life from your center. The essence of you and the essence of the universe, primal moving force, are one. Again, release. Please just release and just let things play its course. You're going to create so much blockages unless you allow things to just play its course. Allow God, divine, the spirit guides, everything to just work on your behalf. You don't have to have control over everything. I'm going to pull a card from the Manifest Soulmate Oracle. God, ancestors, divine, give me an important message. And the Soulmate Oracle cards for Taurus the rest of February. Start reclaiming who you truly are. Start reclaiming who you truly are. Can I have a divine feminine whose energy would be most beneficial for Taurus the rest of February? God, ancestors, divine. Can I have a divine feminine whose energy would be most beneficial to Taurus the rest of February, please? Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Let's learn about Mary a little bit. Mary of Nazareth. I'm not going to read her story. I'm just going to read when your soul selects her card. I've always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the Mother of God. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, or what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes, nevertheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story, uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no. Her courage could have faltered, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, be not afraid, and allow the divine story to work through her life. And she let joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to truth that we can say yes to what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our ordinary everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us in the space of our hearts, and let the energy of joy give birth to divine through us. Soul voice meditation. Am I in service in the light within me? Intention. I am blessed. My courage gives me the birth to be divine, to the divine. So, like I said, release your need for control. Allow the divine to work. Allow things to be put into place. And you'll see. You'll see the change. You'll see the blessings. You'll see the light. I don't know why, I just keep getting like a glimpse of light. Like, you know, in the movies where there's like little bright light just floating and then somebody follows it. Like, I just pictured that for someone. I don't know if that means anything, but there's someone that is definitely guided and protected. All of you guys are, if you just allow it. So thank you for watching. I hope this message resonated. Tune in. If this one doesn't, please come back for another one. Hopefully the next one does.